New York Knicks unload more contracts to the Detroit Pistons here to free up $19 million in cap space, trading Alec Burks and Nerlens Noel to the Pistons. So we saw last week them trade Kemba Walker on draft night in a 3-team deal to get rid of his salary. And the Knicks here, supposedly they're going to make a big run at free agent Jalen Brunson, and they're trying to clear up all this cap room as much as possible. So Burks, over the last couple seasons, he was a decent New York Knick in 2 seasons. So last season here, 11.7 points a game, 4.9 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, 1.9 threes a game, and 39% only from the field. So right now, he'll go to Detroit, where they got a lot of guards on that roster, obviously, over the last couple of years, drafting Cunningham, and then in the draft, getting Ian Durant as well here. So Burks, he's going to be coming off the bench for this Piston team. Well, I could even see him getting flipped as well to another team in a deal here. So Alec Burks, in terms of fantasy basketball, he's a guy I'm probably going to take a flyer on later rounds, but it also depends what type of team he's going to go to if he stays on the Detroit Pistons. But Burks, we know he's good with the 3-ball, hitting 2 with last season, and we know he could score and a pretty decent rebounder at the guard position. So Alec Burks, if it's in Detroit or somewhere else, I still think he has a little bit of value. And now Nerlens Noel, a couple seasons ago, he was good with the New York Knicks, having a good season and then re-signing him to a 3-year deal. But now, last season, he was injured just about the whole season was Noel. 3.4 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, 1.2 steals a game, 1.2 blocks a game, and 53% from the field. So his 2020-21 season was the nice season he had, with 5.1 points a game, 6.4 rebounds, 1.1 steal, 2.2 blocks a game, and 61% from the field. So blocks, field goal percentage, and a decent rebounding type of player Nerlens Noel will be. But he's also a guy, I don't know if he's going to fit in with the Pistons. And the Pistons, the rumors are they're going to try to make a run at DeAndre Ayton once free agency opens up on Thursday night here. But Noel is a backup, is a pretty decent player, but he's a better real-life player for the intangibles and stuff than a fantasy basketball player. And he's also another guy, I don't know if he's going to be on this Piston team, because obviously the Pistons, they have all this cap room, and they absorb these contracts like we've seen over the last week here with the Kemba Walker deal, and now Noel and Burke going right here to Detroit. So right here, the Knicks create cap room in this deal and also give up 2 second-rounders to Detroit here. And we'll see what type of seasons Noel and Burks have if they stay on the Pistons, which I think they most likely will as backup players, which they've been solid with. But last season, the Knicks asked too much for them to play major minutes, and those are just not the type of players these guys are. They're role players, and that guys that come off the bench more than starters. So the Knicks and Pistons make a deal, and we'll see what Nerlens Noel and Alec Burks do in the upcoming 2022-23 season.